Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my another subscriber lesson about speaking practice and phonetics. It's Friday night here in the UK, and our local time is just 1 past 10 p.m. And as usual, I'm in my another live broadcast. Though almost all of my classes have similar kinds of teaching, but I believe that each of this teaching is really needed for your development, the people who like to develop themselves to the next level. Because I share lots of information and sometimes repetitive information so that you can understand. And every time when I try to explain something in an easier way, seems like my efforts are going wrong, because many times uh, our learners or students fail to understand. However, don't worry, I'll not leave no stones unturned. Okay, so once again, guys, it's speaking techniques, and today we'll start with very common sounds that we use in our speaking wrongly. Almost every non-native speaker, whoever I have listened to up to now, 99% non-natives always use these words wrongly, and we're going to highlight it today. That's at the very beginning of our lesson. Okay, the first one is the difference between teen and T number. Okay, all right, so these are the T numbers. Very often we get confused when we listen to someone else or when you try to pronounce them as well. So why it happens? Because possibly there are two reasons. Number one, when we are trying to pronounce them, we don't pronounce them correctly. Number two, when you're a listener, okay, when we are listeners, I should be more specific. When I'm a listener, possibly I don't pay attention what the speaker is saying. It happens most of the times, when you speak over the phone or when we are talking through the mobile or any other device where only listening is the only way to communicate. And why is that for? Now, my question is, why is that for? Okay, so the most probable reason is that when we are children, say when I was in school, I went to the local primary school in my country, Bangladesh, and obviously I listened to my teacher, the way the teacher pronounced, and obviously I watched television, and when I heard it through the television, I found the huge difference, sky and ground difference. So, which means that the way I was taught by our local teachers most probably were not the right path or right directions, which is why I didn't know the correct sounds of these words. And most probably it is same reason for you, though I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. Disclaimer, these are my guessing, okay? Do not take it seriously. But as you know the correct words and correct sounds, it will be really an amazing idea for us to practice it and develop it. Okay, so as you see, we are very often confused between the differences of teen and T words. So all the teen words, say the first word 13. Let's write the phonetic symbols of this word. Okay, 13. Th. 13. Yeah, 13. Yeah, we're stressing on the teen. Remember, all the teen words or teen numbers, we stress on the second syllable, 13. And I'm sure you can hear it. This is the British pronunciation, but the Americans pronounce it like this. 13. 13. 13. 13. Now, if you listen to it carefully, you'll be able to listen that in 13, there is no R sound. Okay, look at this symbol, phonetic symbol or phonemes. You see, the first one is, as you know, British IPA or UK English, and second one is definitely American IPA or US IPA. Oops, it's too big. Look, 13, no R sound, but R here instead of R, we're bringing a vowel sound R, which is becoming a bit longer. So it is 13. But I like to share one story. It's from my last university story. So I met an Asian professor, and on the first day of the class, he was explaining a word like this, 33. I'm just not mocking. I just like to share what I heard. And someone from the students section just said, teacher, it is 33 rather than 33. So likewise, when we can learn from each other is one of the amazing ways to develop ourselves. All right. So look at the teen number. Stress is on the second syllable, 13. Once again, listen carefully. 13, which is in British IPA. American IPA, 13. Then saying it a different way, but they're pronouncing R sound. Remember, it is the R sound is one of the very basic differential sounds between British English and the American English. So you got to be careful. If you want like to develop your British English or British IPA, the first and foremost important matter is to learn how to pronounce R and where you don't have to pronounce it. If you know it, I'm sure more than 6% of your pronunciation would be like the English speakers. Okay, letter R, letter T. I always emphasize on these two letters, R and T. Okay, now listen to the phonemes for the word or the number. You can 30. How do you pronounce it, guys?
Thirty.
30. Now, when it is a T number, we're stressing on the first syllable, so it is 30. Okay, so let's write it again. Oh, my software has detected a mistake. I don't know. However, guys, these phonetic symbols which I'm sharing, I always follow the Cambridge Dictionary, guys, online dictionary. So if you want to get a reference, always have a look to the specific dictionary. But Cambridge suits me well rather than Oxford or any other dictionary. Okay, so look at this teen number again, 13. We're stressing on the second part. But when it is a T number, we're stressing on the first part, 30. Both of them has got two syllables, but remember the difference is for 13, we stress on the second syllable. For the 30, 30, yeah, yeah, 30, yeah,
30.
30, we stress on the first syllable. And I'm sure you are aware of this feature syllable, how a word is broken for the comfortability of the pronunciation of word. So 30 and 13, remember that. Wallace, it's the other way around. And it is surprised to know, or many of you are already aware that there are thousands of words in English language which follow the same technique. When it is noun, their pronunciation is different when it is used as verb, the same word. Okay, so remember, like the 13 and 30 is like a noun and verb, diminutive forms in my understanding. So it is really be helpful for you if you understand these two pronunciation techniques of teen and t, which will have the impact of other words like noun and verb or adjective of verb. Okay, so 14, 40, right? Let's listen to it. 14,
14.
you see? It is 14. Now we are not stressing now second, but 14. British English.
14.
American English. 14. 14.
14.
14.
14.
14.
14.
Okay. By the way, guys, this technique is called imitation technique. Okay. With the imitation technique, you can develop your English in a very good way, no doubt. Provided that you must have good tutor or teacher or instructor who can show you and guide you. Now, 14 and how about 40? I'm sorry, it is not 40. Yeah, yes, 40.
40.
Remember, R is silent again. 40. So in all of these words in British English, R must be silent rather than instead of we're bringing a vowel sound, which really affects the pronunciation of these words. Okay. Next one is, was it 15 or 15? What do you think, guys? Let's find out.
15.
15, you see? So it is 15 is the correct pronunciation, not 15. 15.
15.
We are stretching the word and retaining it. We're not letting it go. 15. Okay, it's like a isotonic pronunciation. I'm sorry, I'm just giving the comparison like a chemistry. In chemistry, isotone is that solution where they've got the similar concentration. But in English language, when they've got the similar types of sounds, we call them homophones. Yeah? Homophones are really amazing idea to learn and develop your vocal and practice it. However, dear viewers, if you are interested to join, you can see the link from the mobile phone. It's on the top. From the wave, it's on the right hand corner. What you have to do, you have to click on it to hop on here and talk to me. Even if you're not my subscriber, you can send me request through hop on button. If you're watching from the mobile laptop, I'm sorry, not mobile. From the mobile, you'll find a video camera symbol. Okay, and Hallo will charge you. Please, once again, your participation, your attendance, your cooperation, your assistance are amazing. I wish I could do something for you, but as you know, I can't. I can't do that because that's the Hello policy now. Okay, so guys, I've got an important message. By the way, an announcement, guys. I'm starting. Actually, I started from last week. Immigration and scholarship opportunities worldwide. This class will describe or disclose the possible information for a candidate willing to migrate to the dream country. It will elaborate scholarship opportunities, students grant, students loan, students visa, permanent residency, visit visa, visa application, etc. So if you're interested to join this, actually I should say session runs on every Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time. Okay, so let's move on to the next word. So it is 15. Is it 15 or 15? What is it, guys? Once again.
15.
15. You see? This process, when you listen to a word and when you try to pronounce the same word, it's called shadow method or imitation process. Okay, and there is another process of learning, we call it immersion process. Like the way when I was in Saudi Arabia, I learned Arabic languages within 90 days. Though it has been difficult for me, but I had to learn it because I knew if I wouldn't learn it now, I'm not going to be a good speaker. It's likewise, when you learn any language, we have to focus on the speaking and listening. And I believe once again, sorry, as a matter of fact, for our development and learning, there should be a factor, an inspirational factor or motivational factor, whatever you say. People do not like to learn unless they get motivations or inspirations from someone else they knew. And there are two types of motivation, as you know, for any kinds of learning, internal and external. So if you think that you are not able to progress and you got stuck, in that case, I'll ask you to change the methods you're learning. Okay, because all this learning procedure depends on you, which means that you can only change yourself, no one. Okay, so next word, I said 15, 15 or 15,
15.
15, very good. Next one is 15 and 50. Is it 50?
50.
50. So we're stressing the second part as well. 50. Next one is 17. Is it 17 or 17? Which one seems to be more comfortable for you?
17.
17. You say none of them, not 17 or 17. 17.
17.
17. But 70.
70.
70. 17, but 70. Please listen to those both words carefully and meticulously, because if you don't pronounce it correctly, you might get stuck again. Okay, so we need to listen to them correctly. 17 and 70.
70.
70. Straight and plain. No fluctuation of this pronunciation. 70.
70.
You see, Americans say 7D. D sounds like D. And which is called in English language flap T. By the way, guys, I need to send message to my subscribers. Where are they? 24 minutes gone and no one has subscribed. I mean, no one has hopped here. Let me see how many people have subscribed to this lesson. Okay, so next one is 18 or 18. Let's listen to it carefully.
18.
18, you see? Now stressing the second part of the word. 18. Okay. Now 18.
18.
18, not 18. 18. British IPA, American IPA.
18.
18. All right, now 80.
80.
80. That's correct. It doesn't change. 19. 19, yeah?
19.
Okay. And next number is or word 90 or 90. 90. How do you pronounce that? Is it 90, 90, or 90? 90.
90.
90. Okay, so all the 10 numbers are gone. Don't be confused. Next, confusing sounds. Words that start with WA. It is actually a bit exceptional to say that English language especially is not a phonetic language. When you compare the sounds and the pronunciation, these are all different. I need to send a message to my subscribers. Excuse me, guys. I'm just sending a message in case they join me. Okay, WA sound. Is it wa or o? So let's practice few words that start with WA. Okay, let me write some of those words, then we can pronounce. I was going to copy these words that start with WA. W cluster. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, let's try that common words there instead of spending time like word, worm, walk, word, walk, Watkinsons. So the first thing, word. Is it word or word?
Ward.
Word, remember. This is word.
Ward.
Okay, what is called ward in English, guys? Ward is the past of hospital, a division of hospital. So ward, worm, walk, Watkinson. That's the name of the guy. English name. Watkinson. Okay, once again, guys, WA in English language, the surprising part is that WA sounds like or, not wa. This is the sound. You didn't believe me, right? Write it in the dictionary and then listen to it. Okay? I'm going to share Cambridge Dictionary as I said. Wood, as you can see, it is wood.
Ward.
One of the parts or large rooms into which a hospital is divided, usually beds and patients. The geriatric psychiatric ward. One of the parts into which a prison is divided. It's also called a ward. Okay. By the dear viewers, if you're interested to join, you are more than welcome. What you have to do is have to visit my profile. You can subscribe from there, or you can hop on here if you're watching from the web, or you can attend through the live broadcast from mobile. Well, you'll see how we can join. So it is ward. WA is awesome. Okay. Oops, sorry, where the words gone? Ward, then worm, then walk, Watkinson, water. One more time practice. WA it sounds like O. So ward, worm, Watkinson. Remember, Watkins is a family name. Like, I'm sure you may have seen the movie called Mr. Bean, and his name is Rowan Atkinson. Okay, so remember, guys, once again, WA always O sound, not WA sound. So it is walking, not walking. It is warm, not warm. It is word, not word. All right. So let's go to the next sound. O. Now the all right. So once again, WA sound O and WO sound WA. It's a bit confusing, right? It is, isn't it, guys? Sometimes I'm also confused too. So what's like warm? Okay. So warm. It's not warm. Remember, it's wa sound. Worm. We use very often. Hey, he's a bookworm. And there are many kinds of worms that lives in human body, like tapeworm, hookworm. Next word is work. Confusing word. WLK walk and WRK work. How about your viewers? I'm trying to pronounce this word according to the modern RP, which is why you'll find a bit different and possibly I should say easier. So remember, W is wa. The first word is worm.
worm,
Second word is work. R is silent. Once again, try to know where R is silent in British English. If you know it, you will be a amazing. It will be you will be a good and amazing speaker, no doubt. Warm, work, worried, worst. Sorry, guys, I'll be back in a moment. I need to get cold drinks. I'm thirsty. Sorry guys, I'm back. I got Coke Zero, no sugar. Okay, so once again, WO is wa sound. Always, it you have to remember it if you want to double some. WA is O and WO is wa. I call it reverse method. Wa o wa wa. Okay, so it's worm, work, work.
Work.
Okay, British English, work. American,
Work.
work. Ours is prominent. R must be prominent in work and work. Likewise, worried, worst. Do you know any other words? Practice it. Remember, worm, work, worried, worst. If you find any other W or cluster, that is we call broken parts of the word, practice it. Yes, there is one city of England which is pronounced differently. I must share this name. Okay. Um, hang on a moment, please. So, how do you pronounce this word? Amazingly, it's the name of a city of England, and it is pronounced in an amazing different way. And that is a very famous source as well.
Worcestershire.
Did you hear it? How many of you have pronounced it correctly? Worcestershire. Looks like there is no R. Worcestershire. And there is no O. The O and R becomes U sound. And it is pronounced Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire? Yes, Worcestershire. Not Worcestershire. Mm-mm. That's not the correct way to pronounce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire is a city of England. Ella is my new friend from Worcestershire. He tends to speak in modern RP accent. For me, it seems a bit difficult for me to understand and follow him. You see, I'm just trying to read some of the sentences. So it's Worcestershire. Okay, so let's move on. Looks like my subscribers are quite busy and they didn't have the time to hop on. All right. Let's practice a little bit grammar. So we have to fill up the blanks with the corresponding past tense. So your work would be make it a negative sentence and interrogative. The party be fun last weekend. Last weekend. Last weekend. Remember, with A is R sound here. The party was fun last weekend. You see, now here is the clue of the be verb. So be verb could be am is are. Was, were, been as well. Generally, these are the be verbs. We have to remember any word that contains the word be as well, that's the be verb, like shall be, will be in the future tense. Can be, could be, maybe, might be in the modal verb forms. Okay. So the party was fun last weekend. So why have you chosen, or why I have chosen was? Weekend, last weekend is in past activity or the time or the day from the last week. And that is obvious for the grammar rules. We must use the past form of the be verb, that is was. So it would be, the answer would be, party was fun last night or last weekend, whatever you say. Number 2, they be just watching movie having honest cold. They be not watching TV. What do you think, guys? So once again, you can see is a verb with ing form. Watching, not watching, yeah? Watch. Is it watching? Watching? What do you think, guys? English language is a crazy language. The more I know phonetics, I become more surprised.
Watch.
Watch. Okay. It's but why it's watch. Soft. So they were watching movie when Ernest called. Remember, we used to wear because Ernest called was in past event or past incident. Okay, once again, they be in bracket watching movie when Ernest called. So they were watching movie. Or you can make it negative way. They are not watching movie. That's also correct. As long as the verb makes sense. Okay. The word makes a logical expression. The sentence should be okay. Alright, so they be not watching TV. So you can make it past tense or present tense. And let's make it present tense. So if you say be not, it should be they are not watching TV. So if you connect these two sentences together, look at this amazing part. They were not watching TV when Ernest called, number one. They were watching TV when Ernest called. Both are possible. The explanation I have given for your comfortable understanding. Okay, number 3. JC-B or B-tired. So you went to sleep. You went to sleep. Look at this amazing part. Double consonant rule. Went to and B is there. Okay. So JC-B tired, so he went to sleep. Sometimes I also become tired, guys. Okay. So JC, if you remember, JC is a third person singular number, and according to the grammar rule, we must use in present tense after third person singular number is, and the past tense was. Okay, so JC was tired, so he went to sleep. When she's a little girl, Margot dash B, very good at tennis. She practiced every day. All right, so once again, JC was tired, so he went to sleep. Number 4. Oh, we don't have much time, guys. Let's finish a few more sentences. So it is was. I'm writing it capital letter, guys, yeah, well, for a better understanding. When she was a little girl, Margot be very good at tennis. She practiced every day. So it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Margot was very good at tennis. So Margot was, when she was little girl, Margot was very good. Was. Number 5. My friends and I dashed studying English last night. My friends, look. And I. Remember, when there are two subjects together, connected with the conjunction and, then it becomes plural. Okay, so next one is Kendra be in my 6th grade English class. We be good friends before she moved there. Kendra was in my 6th grade English class. Okay. we be good friends before she moved away. All right, guys. So let's do it quickly. Kendra was in my 6th grade English class. We were. We is a plural. And it's a past tense of was is where. So we were in my 6th grade English class. We dish good friends before she moved away. So we were good friends before she moved away. The movie is really boring. It is not entertaining. We stopped watching it before the just over. Okay, guys, we have to finish now. Thank you very much, guys. Remember that whatever you learn from anyone, it could be teacher, it could be YouTube channel or video, it could be another studio. Use the feature InstaMatch, guys. You'll find many amazing speakers are waiting for you. If you're interested, you can connect to any teacher through Instaclass. Okay. And once again, guys, thank you very much for joining, and support me, follow me, so that you can learn lots of things for my classes. Okay, and I've got a new session that started, immigration and scholarships worldwide. It's for you. Join me. Thank you very much. I'd like to see you later. Take care and bye.